Many beginners who are new into video editing concentrate mainly on the visual side of it. What makes the video complete is well-mixed audio. Sound effects and music with ambient noise need to be mixed well together. In this video, let's go through basic audio editing. Depending on what video editing program you are using, you should always check audio levels. I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro. The general rule of thumb is that your sound should stay between -24 and -8 decibels. If you will have dialogue in your video, the sound should be between -18 and -9. Music should be around -18 to -22, although if I use music under my own voice, I lower it even more, -30 to -35. I want the music to be there, but I want the viewer to concentrate on what I am saying. If the music is too strong, it's gonna be disruptive. It is best to use headset while editing your videos. Keep sound effects between -10 and -20. Anything at 0 or higher will be distorted. If it goes to the reds, that's bad. Have you ever come across videos, especially here on the YouTube, where some parts were very quiet and other parts were so loud you had to turn down the speakers? It is very important to keep an eye on all those clips on your timeline so they are at the same level. Start editing your main video, and then as you watch and listen through your final edit, keep your eyes on the audio panel. Let's talk about voice editing. There are so many things you can do to enhance your voice, but you should concentrate on two basic things. Number one is echo. Being here on the platform for 4 years, I know that many people don't like echo, and they will certainly point it out below the video. This is what I'm talking about. This is the sound. I'm sitting and talking to you guys, and I know that you still hear a lot of echo. You absolutely have to do as much as you can to eliminate echo in your studio or room where you're recording. The cheapest and easiest thing you can do is to throw blankets on the ground. I found a solution, and the solution is right around the corner over there. There's a huge sofa where I can take off the cushions and I can pull it all around me. So remember the sound you're hearing now, and let's see if it is any different. And I am back, and I think that the sound is a whole lot better. It is an inexpensive solution, very quick one, took me 1 minute, and I don't have to damage those beautiful walls. I don't have to hang anything up. When I'm finished, I simply just clean up, done. If you still end up hearing echo in your audio, you can use tool de-reverb to eliminate this further. Just drag it over your clip, listen to it, and ease up or power up this effect. Don't overdo it, as you don't want the sound to be unnatural. A whole lot better. It is an inexpensive solution, very quick one, took me 1 minute, and I don't have to damage those beautiful. The second thing, which is also very important, especially if you're a female, are the S sounds. If that sound is too harsh, people will definitely let you know. I've had some of those comments quite a bit, so I had to use this tool, which is called de-esser. Drag it over your clip, listen to it, and adjust the strength of the effect accordingly. But unfortunately, it comes also with a high price tag. You might consider, there's one more effect which I sometimes use if I'm editing outdoors video, and it's called denoise. This helps to tone down some of the outdoors noise in the background. You just have to be very careful not to apply the effect too much, otherwise it will start to sound quite unnatural. Just like when you use de-reverb to eliminate echo, the sound will get distorted. Some of the clips might be slowed down. If I wanted to save on space, I would be filming in 24 frames per second, but because I want to slow down some of the clips, it's gonna be filmed at 60 frames per second and then exported on 24 frames per second timeline. On the other hand, it is a good idea to record 30 seconds or more of a room tone whenever you're filming indoors, in a studio, on the location, outdoors. This can come very handy in editing where a room tone is gone. It gets very silent and unnatural. This way, you can fill up that quiet moment connecting two sentences. Let's talk about editing two sentences together where one sentence is finishing with you taking breath in and the next sentence is starting with taking no breath in. When you play it, You can hear there was a cut. It's not smooth, consistent. There's a simple way of masking it, and that is using audio transitions called crossfade. I have 3 choices in Adobe Premiere Pro, and I prefer to use exponential fade. You can make the transition longer or shorter by simply dragging the sides. This is the cut without crossfade effect. Pro, which give you extra, and this is a sound with crossfade effect. Pro, which give you extra stabilization. I was talking a lot about voice editing. Well, in some of the videos, you might want to use a lot of B-roll with music only to give your viewers a little bit of a break from all the information you are seeing. During these times, it is important to pay attention so the music is not louder than the voice. And also you might want to create keyframes to raise and lower the levels of your music for a smooth transition. The way I do this is create a keyframe on the last word set right before the end. Then I create another keyframe where the music will be already at the level I want. This will create a smooth transition from spoken word to music. The same technique I apply when I need to go back to speaking part. Create a keyframe where you want the music to start easing out. Another keyframe I created on the first word set, just a little bit after the start. Now the transition from music to spoken word is a bit smoother. So as close to the possible to the boat, going a little bit lower and going forward. And since I'm already here, I'm going to grab just one more detail shot of the boat, just so we have. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you learned a lot about mixing audio while video editing. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to learn more.